There are 3 non-negotiable personality traits you need to look for in a business partner if you want to make a lot of money and you don't want to waste your time with useless people. I've been running successful businesses since 2017, some of them doing more than 6 figures per month and even doing more than $10,000 per day. And some of these businesses, I ran them by myself, while others, I had a business partner. So I've experienced from firsthand how powerful it can be when you're partnering with someone who has these 3 traits I'm about to teach you and the difference it can make. And these 3 traits are important regardless of whatever it is that you're doing. It doesn't matter if it's e-commerce, if you're running a factory, a financial firm, selling online courses, everything. As long as you're partnering with someone or honestly even hiring, you need to look for these 3 traits. Keep in mind though, these 3 traits are very straightforward and very simple, but this is what makes these challenging. Because sometimes in life, the important things are so simple that we end up ignoring them. It's like health. Everybody knows how to be healthy. Just don't eat garbage, do some form of exercise, sleep well, and be consistent and patient. And that's it. But how many people do that? What ends up happening is that most people obsess about the idea that there might be some magical answer out there that's better and more convenient and comforting. So we ignore the simple, plain truth that's in front of us and we get lost in the technicalities. And the exact same thing happens with these 3 traits. A lot of people go out there and they start to obsess about the MBTI and so many other things. But at its core of what makes a great business partner, this is it. Also, when I tell you these personality traits, do not think about these in terms of like, oh, I already know these. Think about it more in terms of like, do the people around me embody these 3 personality traits? Am I actually applying this thing that supposedly I know? And also, am I embodying these 3 personality traits? Because that's how you will also attract a good business partner. This is like dating. It's not just about filtering out people and picking the right one, but also attracting them. Okay, so all that being said, trait number 1 is high IQ or intelligence, wisdom, basically good brains. Not enough people talk about this because it's one of those uncomfortable truths, but IQ matters. And some people out there, they're just plain stupid, and you should not waste your time with them. The people that I've personally met at high levels with net worths of at least 10 million and even some guys at $100 million, they are not stupid. They're very bright, they're very sharp. They are amazing problem solvers. They have practical wisdom, sound judgment, the ability to make well thought out decisions. Even with multiple variables at play, they can easily spot patterns, spot opportunities, they can assess multiple risks, they're knowledgeable, they're resourceful. Like, as I said, they're high IQ. They have good raw brain power. Now, I know what some of you may be thinking right now, which is like, but Pau, you made a video talking about why stupid people are more successful than you, in which you talk about how sometimes dumb people beat intelligent people. Well, that was the title of the video. The concept, if you watched it and you actually understood what I was talking about, is that within the demographic of high IQ people, there is some percentage of them that fail due to paralysis by analysis and overthinking, which is something common that happens with people who are somewhat smart. Meanwhile, within the demographic of people who are not high IQ, people who are dummies, there's a percentage of them who take a lot of action. And even though they don't have the IQ, they end up getting the results. Because no matter how smart you are, if you're not taking action, you're not going to achieve anything. And that's why the second trait is energy. Someone who's motivated, who has drive to work hard and to get things done, that actively pursues its goals, that's disciplined. Someone that loves making constant progress, never stops taking action, especially when challenges and problems arise, because they eventually will. Problems always come up. So if you have someone that's smart, but they don't do anything with that talent, that is completely useless. I would say it's even better to have someone that's dumb but high energy than someone who's smart but is low energy. And sadly, I've met a lot of people throughout my life who suffer from this, brilliant kids with huge potential, but they don't do much with it because they just don't have that fire within them. They don't have that drive. So when you're choosing a business partner, make sure you're picking someone who has that fire, someone who gets things done and they get them right. But here's the thing, we're missing something now, because we have intelligence, we have energy, but now we need a trait related to teamwork, to cooperation. And that trait is integrity, or we could also say loyalty. I would even classify it as healthy emotions / personality. For those of you who are well-read, you will recognize that these 3 traits, high IQ, intelligence, energy, and integrity, they come from Warren Buffett. And one thing that he said when he explained this exact same thing is that if someone doesn't have the trait of integrity, the other 2, so intelligence and energy, they will kill you. Not in the literal sense, but you know what I mean. Like, they will wreck your business or whatever it is that you're doing. Because without integrity, people can misuse their energy and their intelligence. They can become unethical, they can trick you, and they can cause you a lot of trouble. It can be an absolute nightmare, okay? Trust me, you don't want high IQ and high energy enemies, okay? You don't want that. That's why these 3 traits, they are like a pack, okay? You need them all. Now, the reason why I also said healthy personality is because one of the ways I like to assess people when I'm meeting them is through the the dark tetrad model. The dark tetrad is basically a personality model with 4 personality traits that are seen as antisocial or potentially harmful, and they are narcissism, Machiavellianism, psychopathy, and sadism. And when I'm analyzing people, honestly, for everything, business, friendships, romantic relationships, one of the lenses that I use to analyze them is the dark tetrad. And I also throw into the mix some personality parameters from the Hexaco model. I'm not going to go into detail, but within the Hexaco model, there are 25 subfacets of personality. And from these 25, I only focus on 5 of them for basically discerning if someone is suitable for my social circle or not. So I use these 5 plus these 4 from the dark tetrad to analyze people. And when I'm doing so, when I meet someone random, like automatically, even without me thinking about it, my brain is already running these programs in my mind and analyzing them through the lenses of these 9 personality traits, assessing how they are based on their behavior. And because I've been studying behavioral psychology for almost 10 years now, it just happens naturally when I meet people. I just don't have to put any effort into it. It's like an instinct at this point. Personality reading is something that I'm very passionate about, and I don't think I've talked much about it on this channel, but it's one of my greatest talents and one of the most important skills any human can learn in life, period. Inside my private community, I have a full course on social dynamics, and in one of the modules, I explain in detail and in depth this whole personality psychometric analysis system that I use to filter out people. And this course only takes like 1 or 2 hours to go through, and it will teach you all the key important things you need to know to become like a social ninja, you know, like an X-ray machine of reading people's personalities. So you can easily spot and attract high quality people and get them into your social circle, and also identify and push away potentially dangerous and troublesome people, those problematic personalities. So if you want to learn that, the link to join my community is in the pinned comment and the description below. So go check that out. I'll see you very soon. Take care. Have a great life. Peace.